Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to continue our sparking tier list. I know it's been a while since I recorded my last one, but today we're going to continue on with the sparking tier list. And as you guys can tell by the top right hand corner, I've changed my editing app. My original one, Filmora Go, although Amazing is probably my favorite editing app you could use. It doesn't give me enough space to put, as many photos as I'd like in a single, video. It gives me a maximum of 5 for an entire section, and which means I can't add every single bay onto the tier list like I was hoping to do. So I'm switching to Kind, and I'm gonna add the bays. I'm gonna add every single bay onto the tier list like that. I completely forgot where we left off with the tier list, so I'm probably gonna. This might be just. I might either start from scratch. If not, then I'm just gonna, I'll figure it out as I go, But yeah, if you guys didn't watch the previous video, do check it out. I'll put a link in the description or something. But in that video, we discussed the top. We listed the top. I can't speak right now. I really can't. I ranked all the sparking bays based on their design, their aesthetical appeal, how they look when they're spinning, how their stock combo looks, all that sort of stuff. We started with Super Hyperion, we included Rangiro's Ragnarok, and we ended off with Curse Satan, I think, or Brave Valkyrie. I think it was Curse Satan. But anyway, now we'll be moving on to section 2, which I think is from I'll look at it again, give me 1 second. So yeah, I looked back at my original recording, and we'll be starting from Rod Fafner's time and ending with Tempest Dragon, around 6 bays. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. Make sure to like and subscribe before you're done this, so you guys can see the part 3. Turn notifications, So yeah, let's just hop right into it with Mirage Fafner. Now, Mirage Fafner, or Fafner, if you want to call it whichever one. I pronounce it both ways sometimes because I don't really know how to pronounce it right, but Mirage Fafner, I think it's probably it's the second best looking Fafner we've ever gotten. Wizard is the worst, Geist is the best, Drain is, up there somewhere, and I'd say it's like the third best, and Vanish is, no, I'd say Vanish is the third best, and Drain is the fourth. But anyways, no. Yeah, I think Mirage Fafner is a really good looking bay in general. When I first, saw the images from Mirage Fafner and I saw it sideways, I was thinking, why did they choose like a weird color for like the chassis? I didn't think it fit very well. But once I saw, videos of it, like actual videos, I was like, that actually looks really nice. I think the color is very nice. It really does suit the Fafner name pretty well. A few changes I might have changed is made like the center. The issue I have with sparking is that they have a core system, and there's not many unique cores. They all look the same. That's an issue that I've had with all the series since GT. They all have the same core. Dynamite Battle actually changed that, which I'm very happy about. But now it has the metal on the outside, so I'll take what I can get, But yeah, if they didn't have the core system, they just had a complete chip, then we could have a better design. I would have had like a giant green emerald on it or something, something cool in the center. But yeah, overall a really good looking bay. I forgot where I ranked it in my last tier list, but I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think the B tier bays that were there were I don't think there was any B tier bay. There probably was. Maybe it was, I forget who was in B tier, but I'll put it in B tier. I think it's probably the best B tier we've gotten so far, that I can remember. But yeah, I think it's definitely a B tier-ish bay. Probably one of the best looking bays in sparking. Actually, no, we'll put it in low A tier. I'd say that's a better ranking. Yeah. So low A tier. Moving on to everybody's favorite Longinus, Rage Longinus. I think Rage Longinus is similar to Fafner in the sense that it's the second best looking bay of its respective line. I'd say Nightmare's the best. Out of all of them, Bloody is probably the worst. And in performance as well, probably think it's probably the worst performing Longinus we've gotten ever. But anyway, enough about them. Let's talk about Rage. I absolutely love this bay. High S tier. I'm sorry, Fafner. I love Fafner too, and I love Hyperion. I remember Hyperion was on there as well for my last list. I think Ragnarok was too. But Longinus, it's in another league, guys. Like I can't compete. I like Brave Valkyrie more. That's why it's not an S tier. But I do think it's one of the best looking bays. Like, come on, you can't. It's Rage Longinus. What kind of like? what can I say, guys? It's just a great looking Bey in general. The chassis, I think, is probably one of the best parts about it. When I first when Lost Longinus came out, I loved the idea of a colored disc, and the color was very nice. What's it called? Lost Longinus had a colored disc. Nightmare didn't have a disc, but it had like this like very bold blackish purplish color, and which was really nice, you know, for the fused layer thing. We're gonna skip Chozy, but in GT we had Zwei Longinus and Zwei Longinus. It had a really nice Drake disc, and although it's not the best disc ever, I think it's just really nice. And I love how they just went back to that bold color that Nightmare had. I think it looks amazing. For Destroy, I think it actually could have been a little better. I think the color could have been a little bit more bold, kind of like what Fafnir had, with like a pure bold gold color. I keep saying bold, but like a deep gold is what I mean. So, you know, they should have done something like a deep, like whitish, and like not like translucent, but like a little more deep. I do like the dash driver on it though. I know the dash, you can't change that, but I think it looks nice either way. So yeah, like I said, high A tier, highest A tier. So yeah, moving on to Variant Lucifer. I believe that's our next Bey. So yeah, Variant Lucifer. Now Variant Lucifer is one of these few rare occasions where we get a pink Beyblade. Pink is a very uncommon color in Beyblade. I have no idea why. I think pink Beys actually look really cool. But this Bey is one of the few Beys that actually have some pink on it. And not only that, it has like the bold purple color from Longinus, like the same color I had on the chassis, so I dig it. I think Variant Lucifer is actually a really, really good looking Bey. I think it really embodies the idea of dark flare, or dark, you know, resonance, or whatever you want to call it. I feel like it encapsulates that idea very well. So yeah, I think it's probably one of the best Beys design-wise that we've gotten. I don't like it when it's awakened because it gets rid of the pink, but with the pink it looks awesome. With the barrier extended, it also looks awesome. It looks like a flower. Of course, I do believe there are better designs. So I can't see myself ranking this Variant Lucifer any higher than high B tier. I was gonna put it in A tier, but of course we've been getting a lot of A tier Beys, so I'm gonna put it in B tier just for spatial reasons. I definitely think it's a really good looking Bey though. So, you know, yeah, definitely a B tier Bey. I just think it's really nice. Yeah, anyway, moving on to our next random booster. Our last random booster was Crusaden. This time we're going to be focusing on Death and Abyss Diabolos. So yeah, let's talk about them. Alright, so okay, it didn't look like my thing was recording. But yeah, I'll be starting with Death Diabolos first because I think that one looks better. Kind of like Variant Lucifer, Death Diabolos has some pink on it, and I can't be mad at a Beyblade that has pink against black. I think the pink black thing looks really nice. The merge driver also looks really nice. You know, it has like a really nice rubber color to it. And of course, I feel like with dash drivers, like the red portion of the dash driver, it just really, really stands out compared to like normal Bey with a white one. I think they should do, you know, more unique ones like that. Maybe so it doesn't signify anything. Like maybe for like Dragon, give it a blue one, or Valkyrie a blue one. I think that would look pretty cool, you know. But you take care of it to me. But yeah, I think it looks nice. The issue is, and the reason I'm gonna put it in the tier that I'm gonna put it is because of the disc. Because of the chassis system, discs don't connect to the layer as well as they used to. Yeah, at least in Sparksters, I kicked the Bey. Oops. But yeah, they don't connect to the layer as much, meaning that there's sometimes like a gap, and this wouldn't be an issue if there was no frame, but because the turn frame is present on Death Diabolos, it causes the Bey to have an enormous gap. And when I look at it from the side, I just think it's kind of unappealing. When I look at the Death Diabolos from the top, I think, you know, hey, that's a good looking Bey. That's a Bey, you know, I don't mind actually, you know, staring at it. But when I look at it from the side, I'm like, no, not as much. So I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. I think our highest C tier right now is Helios. I think I'm gonna put it in. I think I'm gonna actually change it my previous tier. I'm gonna move Helios actually up to why did I say up so quietly? I'm gonna move Helios up to B tier because I think it does deserve to be a little higher, and I'm gonna move Death Diabolos to the top of C tier. I feel like that's a decent rating. Anyway, we're moving on to now Abyss Diabolos. Abyss Diabolos, it's kind of the same thing, just left spin. Of course, it had, instead of having the idea of, I think Death has the idea of right spin upper attack, while Death Diabolos has left spin barrage attack or assault attack. Where you continually barrages the opponent with a bunch of attacks. I think the chip. I think Death Diabolos has the better chip when it comes to look wise, but I think Abyss has. I feel like the color kind of. I like the color a bit more. I wish what they did, which combined the two, made black white bay. That would look really cool, like yin yang sort of thing. I think that'd be pretty rad. But they didn't, so you missed an opportunity there, Dicker told me. But yeah, I think it's still a good looking bay. Unlike Death Diabolos, it doesn't have a frame. It has the 5 core disc, and that's it. And with the 5 core disc, I feel like because of that, it looks a lot cleaner from the side. It doesn't have a huge gap, but now I'm talking about my own personal bias. I like Death Diabolos more. It has the better name, and I feel like it has the better design. So I'm gonna put Abyss Diabolos in the same tier, just one below it, C tier, below Death Diabolos. I'm sorry for any Abyss Diabolos fans. I just think that Death is just the cooler one in general. Anyway, now we're moving on to our last bay that we'll be talking about for this section. The next section should be the final one. If not, then I'll have like a part 4 maybe. I don't plan to have a part 4, but we will. Anyway, yeah. Our next part will be about. I'll get to that at the end of the video, but yeah, we'll be talking about the Sparking Triple Booster, which consists of Tempest Dragon. So let's move on to Tempest Dragon. Now, Tempest Dragon, this is just one of those rare occasions where I actually have the bay in real life. Shout out to Mala Toys, for when I won that giveaway. Stood up like pretty much all night waiting for that, but totally worth it. Tempest Dragon, I think it takes inspiration heavily from Ace Dragon, and I like Ace Dragon's design compared to Glyph and Rock Dragon. I think it's a fairly good looking design. I think when the wings are recessed, or it's not awakened, it looks worse when the wings pop out. I think it's a much better awakening. I think it's just a massive downgrade from Imperial Dragon. Imperial Dragon, it was so sleek, it was so clean, it was just amazing. I really loved it. But of course we got Tempest Dragon, and I heard a lot of people complain about the Tempest Dragon chip, like it was a massive downgrade from the Imperial Dragon chip, the Gajinko chip that it got. I saw no major issues with it. Maybe that's just me. I do think it does look a tad worse. Maybe I saw them both in real life, then maybe I could give my better opinion on it. But I just think it looks a little worse. I don't think it's as bad as like Death Diabolos or Cursain or any bay like that. But I can't say I can't see myself putting it higher than. I have to say it's in B tier above Helios, just because I feel like double chassis bays just have an advantage when it comes down to design. It just gives them something that stands out on them. It just looks cooler. That's what I'm basically getting at. So yeah, and it has the 1A double chassis, which looks really nice on it, and I do like how it has 4 points, and the 4 points merge up with Tempest Dragon fairly well. It looks really nice like that. So yeah, actually I think I'm gonna do. I'll save the next bay for the next video. For now, the next video will be from Spriggan till the end. I think those are the bays that are left. We have World Spriggan until the end. That one might be a little longer than this one, maybe a little shorter. Who knows? But anyway, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications if you guys want to see that video. It's gonna be pretty epic. And at the end of it, I'll show like if I can't manage to find a way to show all the bays here, I'm gonna show them all in a full tier at the beginning and probably near the end of my last one. So get hyped for that. It's gonna be pretty awesome. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bayverse out. See ya.